What's happening, guys? This is the Grand Master of Faster, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages. In the last episode, we reached Rolling Ridge, defeated the Great Moblin, and we also rescued the Goron Elder from whom we got the Crown Key from. In this episode, we are going to start Level 5, Crown Dungeon. This is easily one of my least favorite dungeons, not only in Oracle of Ages, but from both the Oracle games in general. I really don't like this dungeon. Because of this. Remember from Link's Awakening? That's right, it's the return of the crystal switches. Except they're a lot more annoying in this game than they are in the previous one. At least they were friendly enough to color code them. And speaking of things that return from Link's Awakening, Beamos. And once again, there is no way you can defeat them. But the reason why I don't like the crystal switches, particularly in this dungeon, is the fact that there are a lot of crystal platforms, like the one I'm standing on right now, but there are very few crystal switches in the dungeon itself. And that can make navigating a little difficult, because some of the platforms are in very awkward locations. And that particular crystal switch, the one I just hit at the beginning of the video, that controls all of the platforms on the top floor. So it's really annoying to hit a crystal switch, go down a couple of rooms, only to find out that you can't get to a certain room you want to get into because the platforms are raised. Rant over. Okay, right here we have a chest and some likes. Gotta get rid of those because I don't want my shield to get eaten. Alright, in here we have a small key. I think, if memory serves, there are around 5 small keys total in this dungeon. I can't remember off the top of my head. In fact, I don't remember much of this dungeon at all, to be honest. And I've played this game through several times. But okay. We want to head over here to a room with 3 very interesting looking statues. Now, you're going to want to pull out your seed shooter and your seed satchel. If you hit the statue with seeds, an eye will appear. You gotta make it so that all 3 have eyes at once. How do you do that? Well, first use the seed shooter to hit these 2, and then use your satchel to take care of the 3rd one. That'll cause the chest to appear, which contains another small key. Yay! Who doesn't like having more small keys? And who doesn't like being able to break pots now that you have the noble sword? Alright, but anyway, we want to head back up the way we came. And do we want to go down here? No, because that's the room I was just in. Ugh. Okay, further proof that I do not remember this dungeon as well as the others. Okay, now, what I want to do is I actually want to go to the left now, and I want to get the blue platforms down. There is a stairway, but I can't go down there yet because I don't have the dungeon item. That's one thing I will mention. The dungeon item is rather interesting, if I do say so myself. No, I don't want to head there. Instead, what I want to do is I want to head down, only to find out that I can't... Ugh. Is there anything down here, I wonder? Yes, but I need the dungeon item. Okay. Yeah, if you can't tell, you will need the dungeon item for a lot of the puzzles in this dungeon, because they really overuse it. But anyway, now that I'm on the proper side, let us go down behind the red barrier. And, actually, I want to head to the, right first before I head to the left, because... No, not because I wanted to get hit by your freaking laser. By the way, that's the boss door, actually. But I wanted to open this chest, which contains the dungeon map. And that's going to make things a little bit easier. So, if we check the map, we can see the dungeon is quite literally crown-shaped. But anyway, we want to head through this locked door and down these stairs. Alright, gotta get my ember seeds out for this one. No! Not the seed satchel, the seed shooter! Ugh. I really gotta start paying attention. Alright. There we go! Finally! Okay, now, if we stand on this switch, we can see that colored squares appear all around us. And if we hop over to the other side, I just want to take one more look at that. Okay, gotcha. We can see that there are statues of the same color. So what we want to do is we want to push these statues right over here. And we want to push this yellow statue all the way up there. Finally... And I screwed that up, didn't I? Yeah, I got the blue and the red in the wrong place. Huh. Go figure. Alright. Push red down there, push blue up, and then left again. There we have it! And inside this chest, we get the Cane of Somaria. Use it to create blocks. And like I said before, yeah, you can use the blocks to hold, to keep switches pressed, which is pretty nice, I guess. It's just that they really don't use the Cane of Somaria as much once you get the, once you get out of the dungeon. I like to think of it, I like to coin that term as dungeon item syndrome. Same with the, spinner in, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, but we got another small key, which is nice. Okay. Okay. I thought if Oh, it does work, actually. Yeah, you can use the Cane of Somaria to, create blocks and crush enemies with. And I believe you can actually pick the blocks up, and then, I believe, if memory serves, you can actually pick the blocks up with your power bracelet and throw them at enemies. So, like I said, it's fun to use, but it really doesn't have that much use outside of the Crown Dungeon. But you do use it a lot in this place, believe me. Alright, we're gonna head down here into a room with another set of freaking crystal switches. And with another new enemy. This is the, well, okay, yeah, this is the Ball and Chain Trooper. He swings his ball and chain and throws it at you. Does quite a bit of damage, too. So you want to be careful and avoid it. Alright. Gotta get the Rock's Feather out. I believe we are coming to one of my least favorite rooms in the dungeon, if not my least favorite. Yes, indeed, it is that room. Now, this entire room is dark, and at first glance, there are no paths for you to walk across and get that chest. However, if you use the Cane of Somaria, you can push the block, and it will reveal a path for you. Or, well, not reveal's not... Case in point, reveal is not the proper word. You can sort of guess where the path is. Okay. Alright, I'm actually gonna try something. I just got an idea. Alright, come on, dude. Problem is, can I reach there? Alright, I'm gonna get my shield out so I can defend against his arrows. There we go! I got it! How's that for sequence breaking? So I can just fall down and return to the entrance. Well, that was a lot simpler than I thought it was gonna be. I actually had never thought of that before. Okay, now that the key has been collected, I want to head back up and away from these keys for. This dungeon is so confusing that I can't even get my words straight. I can't even speak properly. Well, I suppose it's to be expected. After all, I do have Asperger's syndrome. But now what I want to do is, after I take care of these guys, I want to head right over here, and you'll want to do what you did in the cave. No, not equip the harp. You'll want to get the Pegasus seeds out to hop those 2 whole white gaps. Alright. Head through the locked door, and meet a mini-boss! Hey! Talk about finding a familiar face! It's the Smasher! And the process for defeating him remains the same, except now that his ball will disappear if you take too long. Pretty simple. He tends to stick to the edges a lot, so you can string up a few attacks if you're lucky enough. He really doesn't take that many hits either. Come on. Ow! Alright. There we go, he's down. He's just as easy as he was in Link's Awakening. Alright, there is the teleportal. And right here we have a Dark Nut, but we want to use the, we want to get the Cane of Samaria out first of all. We want to create a block in that switch, which will create that bridge. And once we use the switch hook on these diamonds, da-da-da-da, the compass is ours! Yay! And how many chests do we have to find? Nothing on the top floor, but there are still quite a few chests on the bottom floor. Alright. I believe there's one more key and one more... I believe there's one more key, and there's also the boss key that still needs to be found. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I really don't like the music in this dungeon. It's repetitive and it can get a little grating. But I guess you could make the slim argument that this music is designed to, is a reflection of being lost in the dungeon. Okay, so let us head up to a crystal switch and to some dark nuts, where we come to a rather annoying section of the dungeon. Alright, let's go and see what is up here. And it is another passageway down. Alright. Okay, what I want to do is I want to hit the switch again. And then we want to head down and open this block to find the path blocked again! Ugh! Now you see why I hate this dungeon so much. Alright. Okay, I know what to do. I gotta use my seed shooter and I gotta stay on those platforms. Alright, that's a little more like it. So now what we want to do is, I actually want to see what's down here. Okay, it's a room we've been to before, so I am in the right place. Alright, let's head back up here, then across the platforms to find some more sparks, and another block. But why is there a block when you can just as easily walk around and hit the crystal switch? Well, you unlock the door, and then you stand on this section of the red platforms. Aim your seed shooter... Ugh. On second thought, never mind what I said. I just want to wait until he's out of the way. Come on! Dang it! Ugh. If only I had the boomerang, then these guys wouldn't be as much trouble. There we go! Ugh. I remember that had me stuck in this game for ages. Get it? Because I'm playing Oracle of Ages? I'm not funny. Alright, let's get rid of you because I don't like dark nuts, and let's head down the stairs. Only to find a freaking locked door. Ugh. Well, I guess it's... I'm actually... On second thought, I'm actually running out of time a bit, so, next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages, we are going to try and finish this infernal dungeon. I want to get out of it as quickly as possible. Once again, please be sure to leave a like and comment below, and subscribe to my channel by hitting that watermark in the bottom right section of the video. Thank you for watching, see you guys next time.